Hi, my name is Dr. Atif Nazir. I am the health officer Township of Irvington.
Well, basically, the purpose of this exercise is a mock exercise, and in the event we have to do a mass inoculation for the community. In this case, we're referring to the influenza virus, so that's the inoculant that we're using today.
We want to make sure everybody in Township of Irvington will be vaccinated within 2 weeks.
Emergency mass inoculation.
Okay.
In the event that people in the community need to have an injection because of an outbreak or a pandemic situation.
Extremely effective. We're trying it out for the first time, but so far it's going very well. They're mock
Orange. Okay, and the solution that we're using is it's water. It's not the actual inoculant, and it's being injected into an orange. Okay, our patients are mock patients.
Okay, here. Put a band-aid. Can you see yours? You have a band-aid already. And this is Doe, Jane Doe. Okay. No allergy to eggs or anything. Next, that person come on.
Yes, what I'm doing now is I'm timing people at each station to see if there are any bottlenecks, to see the smoothness of the preparation, and where we can make improvements. Because in a real exercise, in a real event, we'd have to streamline people quickly.
These two forms, they filled out for the vaccination to answer 4 questions to see if they are allergic to any of the medicine that they're going to receive. Sign this here form, give them the information about the vaccination, then we send them on over to the screening section to let them decide if they're able to take the shot.
Well, first of all, they'll learn how to fill out these forms, read them first, and fill them out in their entirety. A lot of them don't do that. They just go zip, 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 and a lot of things are missing. Not only that, they're going to be educated about the shots that they need to take in life. You know, if they have children, or maybe they haven't had these shots already. So that's a good education for them.
It's necessary because we never know the way situations are. Ever since 9/11, we've had to prepare ourselves for anything that might happen. This is an opportunity for the township and its administration to provide a chance for all the people to go through a process of preparing for an emergency. Preparation sometimes turns into opportunity, and we want to be prepared in the township to take advantage of anything that will take care of our residents.
Our screening process is to check everybody's form to make sure it's completed with their name, address, whether they're allergic to something, yes or no, and that they signed and dated it. Then we can send them to the proper next procedure of steps.
I think it will work just as long as everybody holding down their position and making sure that everything works along the lines
with
of
enough staff.
Yeah, with enough staff.
Enough equipment and supplies. Because with supplies is what's mandatory, and that we're giving information out to each one of the participants so they'll know what to do if they are infected or if they're not. So we send them to the proper table to give them that knowledge and some vaccination information pamphlets as well.
Okay.
Excuse me, this table is for the good-looking people. Y'all stay over there. This table for the good-looking people. What you doing over here, bro? Fill it out.
I got my real name stuff?
No, the John Doe. They didn't tell them. Hey, what's your name? Tell them that they got to put not to use their real name because they come in asking it. Send me 3 over here. Send me 3 over here. All right, ladies, fill them out, and you fill it out, but you don't use your real name. You can use the John Doe or Mary Doe up top. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, you can, man.
What is that?
Just go right
It doesn't have to be your name.
Read the pins.
No, that's for you to take to read what you want.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Today. Morning. Very good. Hi, Sandra. You're doing very well today? Yeah. Good. You have a complete form. You take your form and go on that side of the line, and you keep your vaccination sheet for your information.
All right, you're going to go right down here to the green tables. Straight down, right there to the green tables.
Hey man, you call us, man. I'll keep
Okay, you're all set. Thank you so much for participating.
Okay, what's your name? Jane Doe. Okay, any allergies to eggs? No? Okay, have a seat. Okay, this is only a makeup thing.
Yeah, if you have any reaction after the allergy, then we don't have the facility to overcome or treat those reactions. So now what we have to suggest you to come to my office or go to hospital and get the shot over there. In case you get any severe reaction after getting vaccine, then they might give you some treatment over there. All right? Okay. So in the meanwhile, you read this one, please. You read this brochure. You read this one. All right?
You sit here.
You have your T-shirt from there. All right? That's good. Thank you. How you doing? Yeah, because you cannot get vaccine today because you have the chance to get the reaction after getting shot. So better we have to recommend you to get the vaccine at the hospital, to come to my clinic.
Hey, Kassem. Being able to stage such an activity here in the high school is bringing about an awareness in regard to making our youth understand how important health is. Does this really answer the problem in the event that there was an outbreak of a disease?
Well, I think what it does is it gets our people acclimated, and it makes the people who are the volunteers or the people who are the experts and stuff, to get them better equipped to deal with such an event, if it ever happens, in our community. So we have to have these exercises. They take place throughout the whole state. I'm part of the State Emergency Management Group, and we run a massive exercise like this here on the state basis every year. So, when we do it locally, what it does is, it gives us the opportunity that if a situation, we do have an outbreak like this here, we'll be able to deal with it.
I took your paper.
I thought we was getting something.
This process involved with your relationship. Now, you're also on the emergency...
the state emergency federal management.
And you're on something else?
Emergency management for the state of New Jersey.
Okay, well, isn't there another one for Newark?
No, that's the CERT. We took the training in Newark for the emergency management CERT.
Oh, and that's what CERT is involved with? Just explain that out for me.
Well, basically what it does is...
what is CERT and what does it stand for?
It's a community rescue management, emergency management operation that goes on throughout the state. And what happens is you're part of a compilation of certified emergency management operations. When things take place, throughout the state, you're on call, and depending on the magnitude of the situation that's taking place, we all come from all over the state.
All right, buddy.
I need some more ink pens. Hi, how are you today? Very good. Uh-oh, somebody got my come here,
That was really interesting. I like that.
Really? What's your name?
Do I say my real name?
Yeah, give me a real name.
Oh, Monique Pierre.
And you're a student here at the high
Yes,
school?
I am. I'm a junior.
If there was an emergency, do you think this can be effective?
Yeah, it could be. I like the way they set it up. It's really organized. They look like they know what they're doing. Yeah, I liked it. Very creative.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm skipping coming.
Great. Hey, did you go through? No, okay.
I did. I'm going to give it to you to your left upper arm. Have a seat. And I'm going to give it to you on your left upper arm.
Is that orange safe to eat?
No, it's never to eat. Next person. The orange takes in it, or you get the Band-Aid. They're timing us, so that's why we're next person. Look, you don't believe
What department do you work for?
Health department.
Okay, and your name?
Bob San Miguel.
Now, this kind of an exercise really does seem to be effective.
Oh yes, it is. We're going to be prepared. Whatever breakout will come in, so we'll be prepared.
And you say he's the coordinator? Okay.
This is not normal. This is the end of the world, and they're all going to die unless we get it.
What you're doing is you're helping us to be able to figure out how best to address an emergency outbreak of flu or anything like that. When we have to vaccinate a large amount of people in a short amount of time. Okay, everything here is fair. Okay, and we just want to make certain that we know how to go about doing that. Should an outbreak
This is already Next. Just a plan. And real sad, in an emergency, we got a sticker where it needs a vaccine.
It's already marked. No need to ask.
She's asking me a question. I have to answer. I know what I'm doing, Doctor. I know what I'm doing. Should I quit? No, this won't go to you. But in real estate, this will.
So do you think this is a good idea?
Yes.
Why? Huh?
It's helpful.
What's your name?
Whitney.
You're a student here?
Mm-hmm.
What grade?
Freshman.
Freshman. Hey guys, how you think? Okay, great, good.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me your name and what do you
I'm
teach?
Georgia Schilling,
And what do you teach?
Health and Physical Education.
Okay, what is the promise behind actively getting the youth involved with this procedure?
With this program, well, it prepares them in case we do have an epidemic to get inoculations and know the process.
Okay. Now, from a health perspective, is it educational for them?
Absolutely, because they're learning what needs to be done ahead of time. It's kind of like having a fire drill when there's no fire. You practice, and then that way it's orderly when you really have to do the real thing.
Thank you very much.
You are certainly welcome.
And your name is?
I'm Mr. Denoso, Raul Denoso.
And what do you do?
I'm a physical education health instructor, driver's ed in Irvington High School.
Do you think this is a good opportunity for the kids to learn how important it is to be healthy?
I think it's terrific. I think this is one of the best things that they should do. I'm also in the health field, and I see the necessity of kids realizing if there's an epidemic or a pandemic condition, they need to get involved and do the right thing. Okay, I think it's well organized, even though the time limit that we had to organize was very little bit, but it's a good job.
What about in education?
In education,
does the kids get educated to know that health is important?
Absolutely, we do have actually in physical education and health, that's part of our program, and they can see the necessity of maybe saving their lives by getting a vaccination when needed in case of emergencies.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Thank you very much.
All right.
You have any more out there?
Guys, just help one, but let's go more. Here they come. Come on, one more run. Come on. Come on, one more run. Let's go. Please, let's go. One more run.
Remember to sign it and date it. Thank you.
One more run.
You see the bat? Yeah, you're volunteering as well?
No foul.
You're from the high school?
Yeah, I teach phys ed and health.
Okay, what's your name?
Chris DeLuca.
Okay, now this process, do you think they're getting educated?
I believe so. I believe that they're getting a little education out of this.
Okay. And learning?
Yeah, they're learning, procedures and if there's ever an emergency, how to behave, and I think they're doing good.
Great.
Doing twice.
Comparative study, you got to make certain that everybody's on the same page with as far as methodology.
That's right now what we have to do now. We have to flow,
Right.
use the gloves, lights it, that's fine. Let her put a band-aid, you can play with the needle. That's okay.
Yes, you can peel it.
Okay. That's fine. Let's move.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you allergic to that? You are allergic to that? Okay. What you're going to need to do is
Okay. Done.
Alrighty, thank you very much. You didn't feel a thing, right? Pass.
No, but she mentioned eggs. That's okay, leave it there. And then the skin.
now you're alert. Go to the right station.
Come around again. Hey, T. Where you go?
In case you get any allergic reactions, real allergic reaction after you get shot, we can treat you over there better. Alright? So in the meanwhile, you read all those brochures to get updated. Alright? Yeah.
I didn't get your name. What was your name?
Gary. I don't work for the town now.
Right, but as an evaluator for this whole program, the scope of it, do you think it's educating the kids?
I would think the kids are getting something out of it. They'll get a sense of what it would be, you know, to do an urgent clinic and go through it, put their name on it. And they're getting a little fact sheet to look at if they choose to. You know, there's some educational materials if they want.
Now, I noticed that you're timing everything. Is there a certain...
Yeah, well, I can't give you any numbers now, but we're trying to get an idea how the town should model a clinic if there's ever an emergency where they want to give vaccine, where everyone in the town wants vaccine and they want it now. You know, instead of a couple dozen, 100 people showing up to a flu clinic, how are we going to do it if there's lines of people down the block? I know all 50, 60,000 people want vaccine today. You know, so we're trying to look at a method of doing that.
I see.
You know, and figure out how many things like this we'd have to set up.
Okay.
All right?
That's good news. Thank you.
Hey guys, if you're waiting,
how are you doing?
Good. How
You
are
work here at the school?
Yes, I do.
You think it's a great opportunity for our kids to learn something about...
Absolutely. Just to learn about if there's an epidemic that breaks out and how to take care of themselves.
What is your name?
So, Kim Angler.
Okay,
Physical
what do you
education.
do? Physical? Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you know what I think we did? Because I would love to go back and do that in high school, not paying any bills, not having no responsibility.
Now, why you get so many Band-Aids?
For extra credit.
So what did you learn from this situation?
Just basically stay healthy, you know. This could save your life, you know. And a lot of people don't get this opportunity. So I guess this is a good opportunity for us, you know.
And what's your name?
My name is Al Richie.
And what are you, a student here?
I'm a student here at Irvington High School. I'm a junior, and I'm working for better things.
Okay. And I see you got yourself all patched all up. So do you think that there is a possibility that this kind of a procedure can be effective?
Yeah, it can help many people who's unfortunate and that cannot go to the hospital, you know. And when they bring this procedure here in school, it can help a lot of students to save their lives, because a lot of people do die from flu, you know. And now the cases are getting worse between people, you know, not being very sanitary. And them giving us hand sanitizer, it helps us a lot.
Okay, thanks a lot.